Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the channel. I am Atone. This is Atone Tarot. Gemini, you are tuned in for the topic of the trifecta. We will be tapping into finance, romance, and family, baby. I will be breaking down your message, pulling 5 cards from this career and finance oracle deck. As it relates to romance, if you are here for that topic, I will be pulling 5 cards from this relationship oracle deck. And last but not least, we will be getting into the family affairs in the traditional tarot. So without further ado, Gemini, we're going to get up into your message, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what my Geminis need to know as it relates to their finances. If you could, please smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Your girl would greatly appreciate it. All right, Gemini, let's see what is going on as it relates to your money. I hope all is well with you guys. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome to the channel. I appreciate you. The video will be chopped up into chapters. So if, like I said, you're not here for finance, you just want to know about love, you can jump to that section in the video or watch the whole thing from beginning to end. It's your world, Gemini. I am just here to deliver the messages. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do my Geminis need to know as it relates to their money? Five cards, please, Spirit. One more card. All right, Gemini, let's get up into your message as it relates to your finances in the trifecta. We have moving up, flashback, adventure, cultivation, and drama. Ooh-wee, Gemini. Listen, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing something right. That's what this look like. And it looked like my Geminis may have some haters. So you're doing a few things right and you are moving up in your career. Money is looking good. So much so that I'm seeing a Gemini collective that will be able to travel freely. You may not have been able to take a vacation recently because you've been working so hard. I'm picking up on in 2026 and in the near future, you will be able to vacation because you're going to have enough extra coins in your bag to do so. Especially with flashback being here. You remember a time maybe when you could vacation and do those things where those leisures were easily and readily available to you, but they haven't been in the past few years, and you will be able to go on an adventure or two in 2026. You're going to cultivate a skill. If you haven't done so, go check out your previous reads on how people see you at work on my channel, right? Because this is a continuing narrative for my Gemini collective. There go the confirmation that you should go check it out or give me a like on this video. But yeah, because something is bubbling up to the surface for my Geminis where you are going to receive accolades for a job well done in acquiring a skill. And moving forward in your career, you're going to be celebrated in such a way. And as it relates to your money, it's going to reflect that celebration, and you're going to be able to reinvest, cultivate, double down on this skill to further the journey and adventure that you are embarking on, Gemini. And it's going to come with a little bit of drama. Some people might be mixing it up as it relates to your name and your character and your reputation. And this is being called out for me to call to the attention that you need to not pay this any mind, Gemini, because things like this can be the downfall to all that you built as it relates to your reputation. If you allow this one thing, you see, you got all four amazing, prosperous, positive cards. If you allow this one negative card to fester and be the center of what is going on my table, it can mess everything up. You get blindsided. You don't even see any of the other things happen. You miss it because you was too focused on the drama and those maybe saying things ill of you. But like I said, if people ain't talking about you, you ain't doing something right. So just take it as validation for your mama I made it moment, right? Like, you know, they say you ain't made it until you had to drag a person or somebody come for you and start attacking your name on a wide scale. That's how you know you made it. That's how you know you're doing something right, is when your name starts coming up in conversations around people that don't even know you. Yeah. But don't allow that to hinder your progress or be the center of your adventure, Gemini, because that's not what it's about. We need you to continue to cultivate whatever skill this is, because it's going to be one that goes down in history. It's going to be in the history books, Gemini, with this camera on this card for me. It's going to be something that we turn back the pages of time. You're going to be solidified in somebody's internet browser in Google somewhere for whatever skill you possess, Gemini. And you need to continue to move forward so that you can move up through this journey and cultivate that skill. And when I say cultivate, that means continue to refine it. Don't just rest on your laurels and say, oh, you know, I'm the best for where I sit right now. Where I sit right now, I am the best. That may very well be true, but push it to the limit, Gemini. Push it to the limit. Double down on it. While you got the opportunity and that iron is hot, you don't just strike it once. Strike it as long as that thing is lit up, and melt as much butter as you can during the season on which something is hot, right? Because when you get a spark, it creates a flame. That flame becomes bigger than that initial just spark that nobody might have even seen, right? But once that flame is going, that flame can now create warmth. It can now create light. It can now create destruction too, if you let it. So be mindful of this time, this moment in time, and what it means to you, and how important your voice is, Gemini. Yeah. Don't get caught up in the negativity of the conversation. Double down on your skill and just drive the point all the way home. Don't leave no money on the table, Gemini. Take it all. Take it all. And I don't know who that message is for, but that's what I'm being advised to tell you. Don't let up. Don't share. No, it's all for you. Come get it all. You want it all. And let the chips fall where they may. So that is your finance message, Gemini. It was a rather ruthless message, if you will. But hey, man, it is what it is. Fortune favors the bold. And sometimes in that boldness, requires you to be a shark. So tap into that, Gemini. All right, let's see what my Geminis need to know as it relates to romance in the trifecta. In the romance sector, what is going on with my Gemini collective? It may be all over the place, your romance. Just the way these cards just went all over the place. But let's see. One more time. Bent them up too. I don't like that when my cards get all bent up. I'll go right to Amazon and order another deck like it ain't nobody business. But let's see what my Geminis need to know as it relates to romance. 5 cards, please, Spirit. Love, so many things I'm trying to tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know how. Maybe somebody has a crush on you, Gemini. I was about to say, maybe somebody's heartbroken over you, Gemini. They in the house singing sad love songs, thinking about you. Drinking. What you do, Gemini, to them? Who heart you break? One more card, please. All right, so Gemini, you receive love, heartbroken, addiction, date, and clock. So as it relates to my single Gemini collective out there, like I said, you broke somebody's heart. I think somebody missed an opportunity with you. Like, they drug their feet. They waited too long. They didn't give you what you were worth. That's what I'm giving. It was like very middle of the road. Somebody played it safe with you, and you were waiting for them to give you more, and you gave them the deuces. And in doing so, somebody might be heartbroken and just reminiscing on dates that you guys went on and trying to figure out what went wrong. What happened? About, the time spent. We were addicted to each other. We were in love. How did I wind up heartbroken? You left somebody confused, Gemini, as it relates to a love decision. And I don't know who in this partnership or relationship situation, like the motives for why someone stepped away from the partnership, but they left somebody confused. Like somebody blocked someone, ghosted someone, didn't really provide closure, and someone is stuck sitting, wondering, pondering, reminiscing, trying to figure out what went wrong between you two. You guys might have been inseparable at one point, and I don't know if somebody got cold feet or somebody's ex popped up. Somebody just ended something abruptly, and this is for my singles. Ended something abruptly, and they left someone stuck wondering why. And it's difficult for that person to move forward. Like, what is the why? Addiction might be the why, like as far as them not being able to maintain a certain posture or character that they put on. When we meet each other, we send our representative. I had somebody describe it to me in that way. They said, you send the representative in the first 6 months. You know what I mean? The representative is your person that you want the other person to see, but is not the true 100% you. You know what I mean? And you don't get into the true you until you get a little closer and you feel like that person is hooked and now addicted to you or conditioned to being around you, where they're used to you. So now you feel like you have a little more wiggle room to insert who you truly are, or allow the mask to slip a little bit so that that person can see and accept it and digest it at a slower, easier pace. That's one way to explain it, but I think you guys understand what I'm saying. But, and if this is not your message, it don't apply, let it fly. But as it relates to someone blocking and putting someone on hold, I'm gonna pull some tarot as to why. If this is your message, why were you, Gemini, because that's all I care about is my collective, why were you put on the block list or left on red? Why can't you get a response to this person if that's what you're here looking for? Like, everything was going great, A-tone, and then boom, they just stopped talking to me. Let's find out why. I'm gonna pull some tarot on this to clarify, because I'm curious. And then I'll get into my message for my married Geminis. But real quick, let's see. Give me some cards on why this Gemini wasn't addressed. All right, Temperance and the Empress. Ooh wee baby. Them some big dogs right there in the tarot. And that just tells me, Gemini, this person left you on red, blocked you, stopped talking to you because it was a lot. It was a lot to live up to. You brought a lot to the table. You are responsible, good hygiene, you're pretty or handsome, whatever the case may be. They felt insecure to some degree standing alongside you, and it scared them on how balanced, how you well put, and how they see your life well put together, that they felt like they couldn't compare. They were like, Gemini has it all. What can I give a person that has everything? I can't give that person nothing. So they may feel a little insignificant alongside you, Gemini. And that is the reason why they took some time away, to step away from the relationship for a group of you. And I'm also picking up, for a very small few, because it can only be a small few, someone else is pregnant. For my female Geminis dealing with males, somebody popped up pregnant, shared that news with your person, and they have to go handle that and deal with that. And they may not know how to tell you. Again, if it's not your message, let it go. But there could be a pregnancy lurking in the background as it relates to, the reason why my Geminis were left on red, as it relates to the messages for my married Geminis. So for my married Geminis, I will say that there has been some time where you guys may have been dealing with external people that are causing your Gemini to be pulled in a different direction if you're a cross watcher. So what I'm saying is, my Geminis are bound by responsibilities of maybe their family members, which would make this in-laws to the cross watcher, where it's outside of the Gemini's hands. There's nothing they can do about it. They just have to take care of this family member, and it's causing a rift between or inside your marriage. And my Geminis may be feeling like they're being pulled away from their own immediate family because of responsibility to external family. They're having struggle with balancing like people that are not their spouse and or children. So mothers, cousins, siblings, fathers, uncles, aunts, nieces, nephews, those external family members may need assistance that only for some reason the Gemini can supply, and it's causing a wedge to be put in between your household to some degree. And you may need to put up some boundaries, Gemini. And it may be, maybe you are or you have made a decision and it's breaking your heart to some degree on having to do so. But just know that, a time will come where all will be understood as far as why in relation to the decisions that you've had to make for yourself and your family, Gemini. So, do the best you can in the moments that you have. But we are going to move now on to the family part of the trifecta. So let's see what the tarot has as it relates to family for my Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And if you haven't done so already, please smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Your girl would greatly appreciate it. All right, Gemini. Let's see what's going on in the family unit for my Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go with this camera just moving all around, doing its own thing. I still haven't figured out why it does that. I think it follows my eyes. So wherever the path of my eyes sit for too long, it might adjust based on that. I don't know, just a theory. But anyway, family affairs. For my Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. One more card, please, Spirit. All right, so Gemini, you receive the Three of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. So, as it relates to your family and what you need to know, there could be, I'm picking up on a Gemini collective that may receive some good news in the mail as it relates to family. Maybe a college application comes back and it's approved. Your son or daughter gets into the college of their choice. I'm even picking up on them getting into the alma mater of a family member. So if the mother went to Brown, the daughter gets accepted into Brown. If the father went to Temple University, the son gets accepted into Temple University. So I'm picking up on a Gemini collective who is awaiting and is going to hear some good news in the mail as it relates to the advancement of a family member's life, where you guys will be able to celebrate. You are happy. You are looking forward to how you're going to guide this individual through this next phase and journey within their life. With this Three of Wands being here, you just are waiting, and it looks like good news is coming back. Good news is coming back. You've been patient around something. You might have filed some filings, whatever application you submitted. You were appealing something. You were seeking out something, whether it be grant money, tuition, like I said, like something as it relates to something that you filed and you're awaiting to hear a decision on. You're going to receive some notice in the mail, maybe, and this will impact your entire family. So your family is buzzing about this topic, talking about it, wanting to know, has anyone heard? Did you receive the email? Did you receive the letter in the mail? Whatever it is, it's coming. It's coming, and you guys will, it's looking like as a family, be able to raise a glass in celebration of this thing. And it's looking like a small family. Like, I'm not picking up on a Gemini collective where it's a lot of you guys. This could be, like I said, a single mother and her child that she has been championing this child throughout their journey for school, and you get to celebrate going into the new year knowing that your child is being accepted into the college or institution that you wanted them to go to. So very good, Gemini. I like it. I like it. I like it. Again, if this is not your message, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Let's see what's going on with this Knight of Pentacles, though, because the Knight of Pentacles is a little slow, moves a little slow. And that's why I'm picking up on college, because we're in December, right? And usually our kids don't go to college until August, and that's a ways off. So that's something that you have to wait for. But let's see why this Knight of Pentacles is here for my Geminis. What's going on? What lesson, what thing that they've strived for that comes through solid as a rock. Yes, this is yours. You see him handing it to him, handing that coin, extending that coin out. Let's see. Why is this Knight of Pentacles here? Yeah, a decision with Judgment being here, and the lovers in reverse is a decision that maybe you thought wasn't going to happen. Something turns around. With this lovers in reverse, that's a partnership, like I said, a decision. The Two of Cups, the lovers, that's where that begins. The hope of a dream. The seed being planted, like, oh, I hope I get into this college. And you may have been waiting, and everyone around you has been receiving their notices of approval, and you didn't get yours. And you thought, oh, I must not have gotten in, with the lovers being in reverse. But with the Judgment also being here, no, wait. You know what I mean? The end of November was rattled with a retrograde, so that tends to slow things down, and the review or returning of something that you thought was lost is slowed down during that time. So maybe there was a misinterpretation in the mailroom. I don't know why your decision came slow, but it's coming. And I want you to be hopeful, Gemini, that your family will be able to celebrate this thing. So that is your message, Gemini. I hope that it helps. And until next time, peace.